Drama as three Lekki and Sars protesters appear before panel. LCC CCTV footage played. There was a mild drama at the sitting of the Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution for victims of Special Anti-Robbery Squad Sars abuse and other matters yesterday as three Lekki protesters identified as Victoria Oniru, Dabira Ayuku, and Perpetual Kamsun Chukwu were presented by their legal counsel Additional Ogulana. Ogulana prayed the panel to allow him cross-examine the managing director of Lekki Concession Company, LCC, Mr. Abayomi Omonwansin, who had last Friday testified. However, before they were presented before the panel, a lawyer to the Lagos State government, Okechukwu, opposed the presentation of NSAS protesters, argued that NSAS is not a legal entity and it is faceless. Okechukwu said, "There is no entity called NSAS protesters. My learned friend is entitled to represent anybody that is known to law. We cannot have anybody appearing for a body that is not known to law. No leader, no structure. NSAS protesters is a nebulous entity." Counsel to LLC, Rotimi Seriki, also aligned with government counsel, saying though the LCC was not an interested party in the matter, it got invited because the panel feels it might have relevant evidence to assist it. We cannot allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to represent Ogulana. However, held that he did not just appear at the panel without prior instruction of his client. He called out three persons whom he said were part of the protesters and had hired him to represent them. "I am not representing spirit or ghost. We are here to tell the truth. These are part of the people running on the ground being threatened," Ogulano said in response to earlier objections. Meanwhile, the panel yesterday commenced watching of the CCTV footage presented to it by LCC. The footage captured activities of the protesters before the shooting by military officers on NSAS protest at Lekki Tollgate. At the last sitting on Friday, LCC boss Omonwansin had told the panel that the footage was presented to the panel to dispel claims that the CCTV cameras mounted at the tollgate were removed before the military officers attacked the protesters. Following the approval of the panel, chairman to show the footage counsel to Lagos State government, Mr. Abiodun Owonikoko San, and LCC lawyer Seriki argued that the footage be fast forwarded to about 2 hours before portion of footage relevant to the incident. But counsel to NSAS protesters, Ogulano, rejected the appeal and demanded that the footage be viewed completely to ascertain if it had not been edited. The 20-hour CCTV footage was, however, played for only 4 hours. In part of the footage shown, the scenario showed the early hour of the morning with vehicles seen parked around the Tollgate Plaza and large cluster of NSAS protesters seen milling around. Thank you for listening to this news. This is interesting, my viewers. You see, this is why Ogulano was with the idea that the full footage be played so that the court will be able to capture the real incident of what happened at the toll gate on that day, and also to be able to know if the footage was edited to their own advantage. My viewers, I am happy that this scenario, this injustice played on the youth is now being faced at the court of law. It's now being facing justice, and I want to believe that by the grace of God, justice will be served for those that were massacred. Enough is enough. This injustice will not continue. See, let me tell you something. If this doesn't get justice, it will repeat itself again. It will repeat itself again. The soldiers will want to commit the atrocity again. Those that instigated the soldiers to massacre the youth will want to commit the incident again. In fact, a lot of things will happen. So that is why it is very important that justice be served. Those that were massacred should get justice. Should get justice. The soldiers cannot just massacre people and go scot-free. No. Something needs to be done. Something needs to come to play. The people that instigated the soldiers must be exposed. I want to believe that at least through this footage, 80% facts will be detected. Those persons that have been denying not being the one behind the massacre will definitely surface. If you look at it very well, Sonolu said that he knows nothing concerning the removal of the camera. But we were told by the company in charge of the installation of those cameras that it was Governor Sonolu that instigated the shutting down of the screen that generates lights at the toll gate. Is it also? So if truly that Sonolu is not aware of the removal of the camera, how then did he know? How then did he know that it is important to put off the lights at the toll gate? You see that? So Sonolu should just forget about that and just reveal the truth. Sonolu knows something about the massacre. If not, I will say conclusively that it was Babajide Sanwo-Olu that instigated the soldiers, as the soldiers has just proved. The soldiers are not killed. They know who called them. If possible, I believe that the soldiers will have a proof. If there is a recording, if the soldiers will be wise enough to have recorded the instruction, that would have gone a long way in helping exposing the person that has instigated them. Because now that the crime has now trying to expose them, everyone is now trying to dodge his or her head. His or her head. Trying to say, I am not the one. He is the one. You see that? They thought that releasing the soldiers will scare the people completely away, unknown to them that they are actually causing more harm. You understand? More harm. You see that? So, my viewers, I am of this opinion that justice be served for the people. The people should be able to get justice. The people should be able to be given justice. Those that are behind this massacre, be it Babaji, be it Tinubu, be it Tinubu's son, be it Babajide Sanwo-Olu, they should all be exposed. No one should be spared. Well, to God be the glory. It's not only Lagos court that is taking up this case. ICC has already commenced with its own inquiry, and very soon they will all be invited on the pulpit. They will not go scot-free. All of them will never go scot-free. They will surely suffer for all that they have made the people to go through. I tell you this, they will all suffer for it. They will all suffer for it. They made people to go through pains. My viewers, what's your take? Deem it fit to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.